Very carefully listen what I'm saying. Love for the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the most important. Why? Because when you love someone, you are always willing to obey, listen, follow that person. But when you do not love someone, when you just obey, follow, and practice the instructions of someone, it is possible that you may listen to the person and you may not love him or her. Let me give you a simple example. Teachers and parents. It is possible that a child may listen, obey, and follow what the parents say. It is possible that the child may not love the parents. Second example, a teacher. You all youngsters, young Ummah, we all went through schools, colleges, universities. I know myself. There were so many people, teachers of mine. I did not love them, but I obeyed them. When you obey, when you follow the instructions of someone, it is possible that you may obey the instructions of someone. You may not love someone. Teachers, you have the teachers. You may listen to your teachers. You may obey your teachers. You may follow the instructions of your teachers. It is possible at the same time, you may not like them, you may not love them. Am I right or wrong? Right? If that's what you understand easily, now come to the example. Come to the personality of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We are supposed to love him and love him the most. Why? Because when you love him, when you have passion for someone, when you are very compassionate towards someone, you are always willing to obey, listen, and follow the instructions. Love of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, passion and compassion for the personality of Muhammad alayhi salatu wa salam. This is the spirit, root, and essence of Iman. If we will love the personality of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we will always obey him. If we are passionate towards the personality of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, soon or later in our lives, we will follow what he did. But if our understanding, if our iman, if our faith is based on obeying, following the instructions, there is a possibility that we may obey, follow the instructions and do not love the Prophet ﷺ. He has warned us in Sahih al-Bukhari, Kitab al-Iman. I gave the reference, he said, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. None of you can be a moment unless and until I am loved by you more than everything in this universe. And this is what the Sahabas of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do. Let's move forward. I give you the second reference. This is again Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Kitab al-Wudu. What is the reference? Which chapter? Say it loud. Kitab al-Wudu, the chapter of ablution. Kitab al-Wudu, Sahih al-Bukhari. And let me give you the hadith number 145. عن سعيد بن زيد رضي الله عنه قال ذهبت بي خالتي إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقالت يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن ابن أختي واجع فمسح رأسي ودعا لي بالبركة ثم توزع فشربت من وضوئه فكنت خلف ظهره فنظرت إلى خاتم النبوة. A person read the chapter of ablution, the chapter of wudu. Sa'id bin Zaid says, I became sick. I became? This is Sa'id bin Zaid said, I felt sick. My aunt, my khala, my aunt took me to the Prophet ﷺ and said to him, O Allah's Messenger ﷺ, Inna ibn ukhti waji'un. Ya Rasulullah, Allah's Messenger ﷺ, the son of my sister is sick, and I have brought him here, Ya Rasulullah. Now, Prophet ﷺ was a medical doctor, that the companions used to feel sick and come to him. What he was a messenger. He was a Rasul of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. It's not my personal statement that you can think of denying it. Zayd bin Sa'd said, I felt sick. My aunt Khala took me to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, told him, Ya Rasulullah, my nephew is sick. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam looked at me. فَمَسَحَ رَأْسِي وَدَعَا لِي بِالْبَرَكَةِ. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was informed about my sickness, what he did, فَمَسَحَ رَأْسِي. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam rubbed his hand over my head. وَدَعَا لِي بِالْبَرَكَةِ. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam prayed for barakah for me. ثُمَّ تَوَضَّعَ. Then Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made wudu. فَشَرِبْتُ مِنْ وُضُوعِهِ. I drank the water of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's wudu. فَشَرِبْتُ مِنْ وُضُوعِهِ. I drank the water which was used by Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I drank that. فَكُنْتُ خَلْفَ ظَهْرِهِ. Then we stood behind the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for prayer. فَنَظَرْتُ إِلَى خَاتِمِ النُّبُوَّةِ. While praying, he says, Sa'id bin Zayd, I was looking at the seal of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which was between his shoulders. فَنَظَرْتُ إِلَى خَاتِمِ النُّبُوَّةِ. You heard the story. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions. Sahih al-Bukhari, Kitab al-Wudu, a companion who narrates this is Sa'id bin Zayd. He felt sick. He was brought to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Do you ever take a child when your child is sick? A family member of yours is sick. Would you ever take your child, your loved ones, to someone who cannot deliver your expectations? Answer me please loud and clear. G? Would you do? No. How the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do. Number one question. Second question. فَمَسَحَ رَأْسِي. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam rubbed his hand over my head. Can you ever expect a deed from Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam which is aimless or purposeless?